Well, at least they fixed the production.
No, now it'll be G.
Stage 2 is finally wrapped up and it's starting to get exciting, and it's also getting hilarious. Again, we experienced more tragedy, but some of our hate watching has come to fruition. More pick'ems got cooked. But most importantly, now we will be seeing the big dogs. We will be getting the absolute best of the best team players battling against each other. So without further ado, let's masha lock in and hop into the recap. MIBR. Am I seeing this shit correctly? You went 0-3 at the major, and Insani had a disaster class. You know, when I said free Insani, I meant he should be freed from the shackles of babysitting. Not Insani is a free KD boost. Your IGL performed better than 3 of your riflers. I mean, come on. What are we doing? You got blown away by Imperial. You lost the passion with 2 of your riflers giving up a 9 opening kills. Then you lost the liquid diarrhea. I can also see that you changed your jersey from the almighty beautiful blue and white ocean vibe to some generic bland ass white jersey. Get out of my face before I crash the fuck out. So turns out you cannot have your Vegemite, and eat it too. FlyQuest really just went and did the exact opposite of FaZe, huh? I haven't seen something go from 100 to 0 this fast since your sister threw it back on me. In stage 2, everything went ass backwards. We got Regali whipping now. We went from a Netic masterclass to a Kitten disaster class. Ints got turned into minced meat, and Vexamite turned into Vex I'm not alright. Glazing aside, JKS was both the most consistent player and the best player on the team. They only won 2 rounds against Na'Vi when they had pistols. You put up 1 CT round on Inferno, then lost the first T round, crawled back 6 just to be put out of your misery. To then getting kicked out by the Danish doo-doo squad? That last map was close, to be fair, but only because of our Regali and JKS CT masterclass. This is the result you would have expected if you did not watch stage 1, so you can't be too mad at it. At least you still have Sponge here, I guess? And by the way, every time I ask for a sub goal, y'all have smashed the shit out of it. And we are getting close to 10k, so, you know, if you want to keep this white boy in motion, or help him get a little more motion, you know, I'm just saying, like, this shit's free. Now get your ass back to watching the video. Fnatic is out? Ain't that fantastic? It started off looking great for them, beating down 3D Max like that. The whole team stomping besides the IGL. This is almost completely ideal. Then they decided to continue playing at the major, and everything went to shit. The only saving grace they had was that they had more clutch heroics than the opposing team. Outside of that, the games were a disaster. Some close, but there wasn't a star anywhere to be found. Jambo and Blame F were essentially gone. In fact, your best player out of this stage was Crims. Alright. All I'ma say is, this L ain't hard to decipher. Aurora got kicked out of the major by Astralis in a 2v4 with your knife out at the end. That's how we end this? Guess we're not keeping major in the major. Did I have y'all going 3-0? Yeah. Am I surprised you bombed out? No. I mean, you guys just came off your first trophy. You've had good placements all season long. You were in stage 2 with weaker teams. Y'all should have gone 3-0 or at least advanced. Losing to Paravision and Astralis? Wow. Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah, Xantares went missing. Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, I forgot that was the win condition here. However, they did get a Wakadia and Waxic masterclass, taking the load off Xantares' back like he just wrapped up shooting a video for Donk's OnlyFans doppelganger. But it wasn't enough. Where individual skill lacked, the calling couldn't make up for. Time to join the Balding Men and fly back home to Turkey. Tyloo has been eliminated. This is somehow worse than when I got rear-ended today. Yes, I did actually get rear-ended today as I'm recording this, and yes, this is worse. To the insurance? Yeah, that's a fucking joke. They came into stage 2 running through Paravision with ease. There was no friction. Then an IP came and a problem started. Attacker took a sip out of the stroke juice and dropped a 0.58 rating if you take away the first BO1 they played against Paravision. Yeah, he's the IGL, but it's not like the calls were miraculously saving them from bad performances. G, Mazaya, and Jamyoung showed up to win, but yeah. That's really it. They sold 4 match points against a mediocre Liquid after they ran into A site with like 10 seconds left and somehow managed to get 2 of them on site and plant. And now look what you got done. I can't get any more G interviews. Oh my fuck. Oh my. It's not like I'd be able to hear him anyways. M80's gone. Shit. It was going so well. You guys went 3-0 in stage 1. You lose a map against Aurora. Okay, that's everyone expected that. You beat Astralis. You beat Tyloo. It was in the bag. You just needed 1. And then you lost to Imperial and Passion? Barely anything went right after that 13-2 stomp on Imperial. Individuals went missing in that last map against Imperial, where you could have won it all. And then Passion UA came. All over you. You got fucked. Oh my god. Oh, how the almighty have fallen from grace. 3-0. 3-0 down to being eliminated. Ooh, shit. Astralis is out. This is amazing. Give me more. Now, it's an absolute sin Device is gone, alright? Let's not hate on Device, alright? Because Device is the GOAT. He's one of the GOATs. He's not the GOAT, obviously, of course. But he's one of the GOATs. He's chill as fuck, Chad, relatable. I love Device. But the rest of them and the Astralis org? Oh, hell no. I would rather eat sand than love watch a Astralis game. Are you kidding me? It was looking so good for y'all too. What went wrong? You 2-0'd FlyQuest. You eliminated Aurora. Sure, you lost the map against M80 and NIP, but those were by like, what, 1-2 rounds? It was that close? Then you played against Liquid, and it was nowhere near as close as any of them. And what happened there? Well, do you remember like 20-30 seconds ago when I was talking about how I would never hate on Device? Well, yeah, bro, shit the fucking bed. He is maybe disabled. I don't know. Kidding, of course. But not about the gameplay. Holy shit. But Astralis is out. Another hate watch success. Another $1 in the pocket. Thank you. NIP, I'm not just mad, I'm disappointed. You beat Shoals and Tyloo on the first day. Hell, you beat FaZe in stage 1. You went on to not win a single map after day 1. You lost 3 BO3s 0-2. Just like that. You went up against FaZe, you got more first kills, you won more clutches, both were close, but you still lost. I don't know if it's the way the calls were set up, or if it was the calls that were set up, or if it was the calling that was set up. How are we losing when we clutch more and get more opening kills, and the maps were that close? But like, I'm kidding, it wasn't just the calling, of course, it was also the individuals, because yeah, they did not show up as they needed to. Against Paravision, you had Shush and Wrinkle trying to lock in, hit shots, and carry the bots. But again, you still lost. You outscored Paravision 24-11 in first kills, and you lost. Okay. And then your final hope to win against 3D Max went nowhere. You just got rolled up into a pack. The only close part about that 3D Max game was the first half on Ancient, where you had a 7-5 lead. That you would immediately give up with 8 rounds going to 3D Max in the second half, while you only got 1. Nah, this shit's so cooked. I had faith. I had belief. And look what you did. Wow.
Where you going with that?
I'm gonna get some weed and what? Get another beer?
Oh, no.
No, oh, no, I was kidding. No, I'm gonna buy a sandwich and soup, and that's what I'll do. No, I will, because I gotta eat. No, I do.
Na'Vi, my glorious, nonchalant, tall, muscular kings. I never doubted you for a second. Remember the worries of Bit's prime form slipping and Wonderful shots going with the wind? Turns out, Wonderful and Bit fused together like Goku and Vegeta to become a giant slab of fuck y'all bums. This is what a tier 1 team feels like. Like, look at this shit. These are absolutely insane numbers, even against tier 2 teams. They're 2 of the highest rated players out of stage 2. Bit looks like he's back to being a headshot machine, potentially being a top 10 rifler. Wonderful is just looking like a top 5 opper right now. The only people I could have imagined doing better than him in stage 2 are Zywoo, Monasi, Shiro, and Magadoy. Hell, could he end up being a top 3 opper in the world? Now, did I get you? Did I almost scare you? Did I almost make you think I was crazy? Though he's hitting the shots you need and want him to hit, he's clutching. Shit, he got me clutching my chair. With actual expectations for Na'Vi in 2025, they make it to stage 3, 3-0 off the backs of Wonderful and Bit. With the rest of the team being passable for the most part, and Alexi's calling good, it might just be the time to be a Na'Vi fan again. I am locked in. FaZe, after clawing their way out of stage 1, barely managing to scrape by, go 3-0 in stage 2, when it's basically a 4v5. If this ain't classic FaZe confuckery, I don't know what is. We're getting the same twists and frozen masterclasses as before. Roki, besides that map against Passion, has been smelling like a prostate examiner. Cheeks. So what changed? Why does FaZe suddenly look 5 times better? Well, it's the Polish boy who since joining FaZe in August has faced more criticism than Randy Pitchford, because we are finally witnessing what Kerrigan might have seen in Jacob. He isn't just holding his own, he's sharing the burden with Twist and Frozen of having to carry the dead weight. You would think that there isn't dead weight to be carried if like 3 people are popping off, but no, there is. That flick onto the guy ramp? Jesus, if I knew he was capable of this, I would have worn my white pants. He's bringing the frags, the clutches. This is exactly what FaZe needs. You know, they ain't gonna have a top 10 offer. Look at his smile. Look at the boys hyping him up, encouraging him to make sure he knows who the fuck he is. Kerrigan made sure the crowd was cheering him on, hyping him up, giving himself some confidence. Maybe it's a little early, but it might be official. We may have the new 3 Musketeers. Am I low-key invested in Jacob's first major now? Have I been won over? No. This can't be. Oh my fucking god! Paravision. What did I say? I said I seen the vision. I said Jane would bring them to stage 3. And you know, he kind of did with that 1v2. Alright, look, he didn't have the greatest stage, but he did have the impact. The IGL Opera mix is questionable, but shit, can't fix what ain't broken. The Riflers showed up like a colossal titan for Paravision. Humongous impact. You got and Xylo bringing amazing CS, but the hard carry was just Noda. Holy shit, bro put up crazy numbers. 3rd highest rated player in stage 2, by the way. If Jamie can lock in, if Jamie can frag out with the op while still making good calls, hear me out for a second, we could see them in the playoffs. Is that crazy, my brothers? Am I crazy? Maybe, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Imperial advanced 3-1 to mostly everyone's surprise, considering, well, they're Imperial, and the fact that they advanced just 3-2 in stage 1, losing to Fnatic and FlyQuest. So then it was decided, hey, let's lock the fuck in, please. So they advanced 3-1, defeating their Brazilian counterpart. They spun the block on Fnatic to get their get back from stage 1. They lost to Na'Vi, of course, and beat M80 after getting 13-2 mollywopped by them on Dust. Shit, I play it. Try and Noe have been hitting their ceilings throughout the stage. Vinny's been making some great calls and shooting good. You know what? Hey, fair play, bro. Just don't go back to that logo or else I swear I will crash the fuck out.
They don't really believe in bait, I heard. So is there something you wanna say to the desk?
Yeah, fuck Pim. Bro, worst analyst ever, bro, I swear. Thank you.
Listen, I don't even hate Pim, but that shit was funny as hell. This is why I'm a bait believer. They're based in the base department. Bait advanced through sheer grit and skill. No glaze, showing us exactly why they belong near top 10. The whole entire team put in their work at this major. Yeah, sure, Hedrick and Kenzer did do a lot of the carrying, especially Kenzer in that last BO3 against 3D Max. Without him, y'all would have been fighting to advance 3-2. Besides that though, Alex has actually been making some pretty great calls. He's been doing good so far in his new IGL role. NPL's been doing decent as he's back to being a rifler now. Bait is exactly where they need to be, advancing. But, you know, still losing to teams like Na'Vi. So far their major performance has been nearly masterful. I guess you can say. You know what I was gonna say. I'm not making that fucking joke. It's too easy. Passion UA, aka the Complexity Orphans, pulled off a pretty good run to advance to stage 3. Besides that one map against 3D Max, everything you played was either close or completely in your favor. AKA, you were loving it. You beat MIBR, that's like the sky being blue. You beat Fnatic, and sadly, you beat M80. You kicked out the NA team I personally needed and wanted to go through. Because, you know, they're actually a real NA team, not like you guys. But you know, that's not the hate. That's just to say it how it is. And there's a little hate, but still, look, you've got great calls from JT. You've got amazing rifling out of Grim. You've got some decent performance out of Halzerk in some occasions. He even carries. Shit, you know what? You got my respect. Well, liquid diarrhea, more like. And speaking of shit, holy shit, did y'all live up to the name? Immediately you guys went to O2 because, well, you guys have just been bad. The only redeeming quality about this liquid is a Liege and flashy, to be honest. At least that's what I would have said. Until they started playing BO3s. Yeah, Nerds actually stepped up, and Nav's been doing decent. But the icing on the cake is an ultimate masterclass? Though that's not to say that we've seen amazing Counter-Strike from them, because we really haven't. They beat MIBR. Okay, but they should have been knocked out by Tyloo. That round where they had 10 seconds left running to A site, somehow manages to get the 2 on site. None of them die. How did they pull that off? And you guys beat a Shoals, as expected. Surely this is a sign of things to come, and you actually start locking in, and you don't throw in stage 3, right? And last but certainly least, 3D Max. The Frenchies of Counter-Strike have actually kind of redeemed themselves from the last 2 tournaments that they've shit the fucking bed at. In Bucharest, they were losing to Astralis and FlyQuest. In Chengdu, it was G2 and Lin. And now, they got their get back on FlyQuest. They beat Passion, and they beat a strong NIP. And all of this because a certain man decided, hey, I'ma carry the boys. As I had predicted. Yeah, hell no. Yeah, hell no, I did not predict this shit. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't know who was holding bro's family hostage, but it worked. It fucking worked. Holy shit. The kills he was finding, the fucking trick shots he was hitting. Hey, bro, I can't even say shit. I can't even say shit. Y'all got it. Y'all may have it again. The stage 2 recap has concluded. But wait, I really hope you enjoy these. I've had a lot of fun making them, even though I didn't have as much time to make this one because I got rear-ended and then I have no power because of a snowstorm. So God's really just trying to tell me to fuck off. But you know, we stay locked in. Hopefully keep helping this white boy get a little motion. You know what I'm saying? Seriously though, thank you guys for the support on the videos. It's been insane, actually. Like, it's been crazy. Road to 10K by the end of the major would be pretty sick, and if so, big thank you video, because it needs to happen. Look, the videos have been going crazy. The support has been amazing. For right now, thank you. Take care of yourself, and remember, you are loved and you are worth somebody's time and effort. Okay, peace out, baby girl.